Well, it turned out that it was going to be more than 45 minutes. It actually turned out to be an hour and a half. And in the first half hour, you take the remember those tops that I put on top of the thing. Well, you take those off after half an hour, and then you stir and mix it up a bit more, and then you go for half an hour more. So, and let's cool down just a wee bit, and so let's take it out and put it on the base at well, not scorch, and whoa, yes, there's still quite a bit of steam in here. Ooh, steamy. And let's scrape off some of the gunk that's cooked to the sides. And then we're going to put it in this little pot right here. By the way, this is not exactly fresh out of the oven, but because this is take 2 of the same scene. So we're going to, let's see, oh. Hey, that's all right. And then, and scoop a little down. We'll get the rest of this some other time. So, don't worry. If you've been seeing sweat drops dripping into my food, remember I'm the only one who's eating it right now at the moment. Now, of course, if you're cooking for others, you cannot let that happen. And I'm going to try some. Okay, we got ourselves a nice little carrot there, and some beans and celery and stuff. Well, we got something green in there along with the steak. Quite a bit of steak, actually. And yep, it's cooked just right. Not too leathery, not too tender, and just the right amount of spice. So there we go, and I'll have the rest of this later. In the meantime, I'd like to tell you a nice little story about this time when, even though my intentions were noble, I made a big misunderstanding. Kind of like the pedo founder general in that cartoon called Monkey Dust. I was in this chat room, and you know, back in the early 2000s, before Facebook was all the rave, and you know, they had these things called chat rooms, and you could click on somebody's name, and you can find out their name and where they are, and their, you know, what interests do they have, what hobbies, activities, stuff like that. And well, there was this girl in either Tennessee or in Kentucky, and along with her hobbies of this, that, the other, and the fourth, and etc., and so on and so forth, ... Toward the very end, she mentioned coon hunting, or as it's known around here, coon hunting. And, well, I never heard of coon hunting, coon hunting, and so I figured that, well, being that coon is sometimes used as a racist term against black people, I figured that she's maybe from the rural areas and her hobby was to put on a white hood and a sheet and drive around in a big ass pickup truck with a gun rack and with the rebel and the Confederate flag on the, painted all over it for all the wrong reasons. There was a right reason and a wrong reason to have the Confederate flag. Anyway, or excuse me, display the flag. Anyway, and look for black people to drag down a gravel road. Now, of course, I do not stand for things like this, and I am disgusted. And just like, how could she advertise that she does things like put on a white hood and and go with her friends to hunt and possibly kill black people? So, all in capital letters. I'm just like, your mother should have cut your throat when she popped it onto the table before the doctor cut your umbilical cord, etc. and so on and so forth. And everything in capital letters, boldface, underlined, so years go by, and I'm on my way home from work, and I stop by the video store to get myself a movie, and lo and behold, just fresh on DVD is Old Yeller. Now, of course, we all know the story of Old Yeller, a boy and his dog, and they have great times together. Then something happens to the dog, and and the dog has to be penned up, and the kid can't play with his best friend anymore, and it gets to the point where the dog has to, the kid has to take the family shotgun and blow off his best friend's head, traumatizing anybody under the age of 15 who's expecting a happy Disney film. And but I never watched it from beginning to end. I haven't watched it the way I watch movies now, which is to say, I don't just watch, I analyze. I watch every single scene. I will listen for every single word of every single line, the production, the scenery, etc., and so on and so forth. The same way people in college literature, English 101, whatever you want to call it, might study King Lear or Titus Andronicus. And so during the happy times, there's these little competitions around the county where people chase and catch raccoons, or also known as hunting raccoons, or even shorter, raccoon hunting, or even shorter than that, coon hunting. Hey, wait a minute. Oh my God. Is that what she was talking about? Oh man. I suck. Here are the steps, Chris. And open your mouth, and see your foot, So, to the girl in either Tennessee or Kentucky who I went so ballistic over, sorry! My mistake. It was a misunderstanding, and even though it was a misunderstanding with noble intentions. See you in the next segment.